Hello and welcome to A for Arsenal. My name is Daksh and welcome to another video on the channel. First of all, thank you to everyone who reached out to me and asked me about my health, कि मैं कैसा कर रहा हूँ and everything, and everyone who texted, everyone who commented under the posts or any videos, whatever. Thank you so much for reaching out. I am much better now. And अब से regular viewing, regular streaming, regular videos, everything should be back to normal. But thank you everyone who reached out. So in this video we're going to talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Now मैं Arsenal fan हूँ. Whenever we talk about Tottenham, banter होता है, मैं उनका मजाक उड़ाता हूँ and everything, but today we're going to look at Tottenham Hotspur, at least as a content creator. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at Tottenham Hotspur as a content creator. We're going to try and see what are the issues at Tottenham. Why are these issues still there, and why do Tottenham always seem to be in this sort of a rut? टू बी ऑनेस्ट गाइस, ये वीडियो बनाने से पहले मैं वेट कर रहा था कि कॉन्टे कब सैक होगा, फिर मैं देखूंगा कि कौन रिप्लेसमेंट्स आ रही हैं या क्या बात हो रही है, एंड देन आई विल मेक अ वीडियो अकॉर्डिंगली, एंड तब वीडियो रेलिवेंट रहेगी, अच्छी वीडियो बनेगी. But Tottenham, like everything, they're just making a mess out of this. Conte still hasn't been sacked. Yes, baat ho rahi hai, Nagelsmann might come. But I got so bored. I got so bored waiting for Tottenham to sack Conte. मैंने सोचा क्या ही करूँ. So I thought कि like चलो ठीक है, Netflix पे I'll watch Vikings because it's one of my favorite series. But मुझे फिर पता लगा that there is no Vikings, the TV series, on Netflix in Ireland, which is where today's sponsors come in. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN, the world's #1 VPN as rated by CNET, TechRadar, Mashable, The Verge, and of course, me. Now, to be honest, guys, I have used ExpressVPN for close to 4 years now, much before I was a YouTuber. And to be honest, I think it's the best VPN out there. Now, before I tell you how I use ExpressVPN, let me tell you what a VPN is in very simple language. Imagine you're at the airport or in a cafe and there's free Wi-Fi. Now, everyone loves free Wi-Fi. But whenever you connect your device to this Wi-Fi, you're sending out bytes of information which is completely unsecured, which means any third party can intercept this data and see what you're talking about, see what you're browsing, and it's not really secure, right? This is where a VPN comes in. A VPN creates a tunnel between the device that's connected to the internet and the internet. So it's protecting your data from being intercepted by a third party. Imagine it's like you're passing a secret message to your friend on a chit of paper, but you don't really want to see what's written in this chit. So a VPN will cover this chit like an envelope and you can pass on that message to your friend. And that's in very simple ways what a VPN is. Now, my primary use for ExpressVPN comes from accessing geo-locked content. That is content which is available in some geographies and not available in others. When I came to Ireland, I wanted to watch one of my favorite TV series, Vikings. But it's not there on UK or Ireland Netflix. So what did I do? I jumped onto the Canadian servers on ExpressVPN and I watched Vikings because it was there on Canadian Netflix. You guys also know that I pay so much money to try and watch every football game in Ireland, but all games are not broadcast here. So I used ExpressVPN to join on a US server, went on to peacock.com where I can watch every Premier League game for $5, and Peacock is only available in the US. ExpressVPN also gives you 24/7 customer support, so whenever you have an issue, you can reach out to the chat and they'll answer your queries in minutes and not hours. And of course, it is one of the easiest VPNs that I've ever used. You simply have to click a button after you select a country and that's it. You're connected to the VPN, you've connected to the server in that location. So, what are you waiting for? If you want to use ExpressVPN, click the link in the description and you will get ExpressVPN free for 3 months. Check it out, and thank you ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. So, Tottenham Hotspur. If you have to pin down what is the problem with Tottenham Hotspur, it's not easy. काफी contributing factors हैं, but probably the best way to show the rot at Tottenham Hotspur is this interaction between Mourinho and Dele Alli. This is from um, All or Nothing Tottenham Hotspur. तो उसमें क्या हुआ था? Danny Rose and Mourinho के बीच meeting हो रही थी, in which Danny Rose was asking Mourinho कि यार why am I not playing and I deserve more time and I deserve this. I'm training well and everything. And Mourinho ने simply बोल दिया, you're not training well. In fact, you're not a quality player. and you're not doing enough to prove yourself to me that I should give you time. उसने मतलब काफी admonish करा था उसको, and then Danny Rose was like, okay, I'll go talk to Daniel. So when a winning manager is trying to tell you that you are not good enough, you need to work harder, you need to struggle a little more. When all of this happened, he says, I'll go talk to the CEO. Why? So he can either find me a move, because then eventually he moved that season, or what? To complain, chugli karne. And that shows exactly the problem at Tottenham Hotspur. आप दुनिया के कोई भी मैनेजर ले आओ, टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर के प्लेयर्स, मैनेजर, बोर्ड एंड इंटायर कल्चर इज द इंटायर इशू यार. तो मैंने जैसे अभी डैनी रोज का आपको एग्जांपल दिया, ये rot I am 100% sure is in many players. You look at the players that Tottenham have, apart from Harry Kane, Bentancur, and maybe Kulusevski, all of them are either underperforming or just not good enough. Romero, he's good, but he is very clumsy. Yellow card, red card machine, right? Dyer, Longley, um, Ben Davies is fine. uh, Emerson Royal, Sessegnon, Lloris himself, the captain, making mistake after mistake, near post spills, bad at corners, everything, right? Bentancur is fine. Højbjerg, okay, some days really good, some days really bad. Kulusevski is fine, Son is fine. Sometimes this season he's been horrible and Kane is good. उसके अलावा Perisic, not been good enough. रिचार्लिसन 0 goals this season, shit season जो उसकी और कॉन्टे की बीच लड़ाई हुई थी. Danjuma, who's hardly ever played. Bissouma, injured and not in form whenever he's played. Jed Spence shipped off. Brian Hill shipped off. तो फिर मतलब in which of these players will you say हाँ चलो potential है to be great? To the players they bought on loan, maybe Bentancur and Kulusevski, maybe Romero. It is only the new players that are bringing some spark to this Tottenham side. But everyone else, apart from maybe Harry Kane and in previous seasons, Son, all of them have fallen victim to the Tottenham rot. जहाँ पे they overestimate their abilities. They think that they are so great, and when somebody else tells them you are not that great, नहीं 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 लड़ाई लड़ाई हो गई. The players are not good enough to win because they are not ready to struggle. ये मैंने आपको मोरिनियो वाली स्टोरी से बताया था, एंड ये आपको कॉन्टे की भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से पता चल गया था. When you talk about the manager's perception of the player, he says the players are just used to it. They're used to fighting for nothing, used to fighting for fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. In so many times throughout the year in these press conferences, he has basically said it is the history of Tottenham. ये तो लास्ट वाला तो बहुत ही एक्सप्लोसिव था. तो प्लेयर्स की यहाँ पे गलती है that they are not ready to struggle. बट अगर हम कॉन्टे की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस पे बात करें, ही सेड no, players don't take responsibility, accountability, you make so many excuses for players, you change managers and everything. Why is this club not doing this? Why is this? You don't ask the right questions, blah blah blah. बट कॉन्टे के इसमें अकाउंटेबिलिटी कहाँ है? कॉन्टे एक बहुत रिजिड सिस्टम से खेल रहा है, 3 at the back, 5-3-2, whatever he's playing, 5-4-1. And it's not clearly worked throughout the season. Chalo, last season they were scoring goals like anything, but that is it, right? Tottenham are just so inconsistent that whenever there is something to get, whenever there is something to achieve, they fumble it. They genuinely fumble it. अब कोई बोलेगा लास्ट सीजन टॉप 4 आ गए थे, तो नहीं. लास्ट सीजन आर्सेनल वर absolutely shambolic in the remaining towards the end of the season. टॉटनहम ने कुछ अचीव नहीं किया, आर्सेनल को अच्छे से गोदी में पकड़ा के दे दिया. एंड व्हाट हैज टॉटनहम एवर रियली स्ट्रगल्ड फॉर? एक था कैराबा कप फाइनल जब मोरिनियो था, उसमें भी मोरिनियो को सैक कर दिया. सो this is Tottenham Hotspur. They are allergic to struggles. They're allergic to harsh truths. They're allergic to the fact that for to win something, you really have to work really, really hard. And the players are not ready. And then you get a manager who has an ambition to win things, but then you don't back him properly. To compound things more, he plays a very rigid system that he wants to play. Whether he's doing that to show the owners, देखो, if these are the players you're giving me, this is the system I will play, and इस system में ये players तो perform नहीं करने वाले, so you have to back me. And then उसके ऊपर से You have an egoistic CEO who is the liaison between the owners and the rest of the club. ये जोसे मोरिनियो वाली स्टोरी में when डैनी रोज says I am going to talk to Daniel, आप देख रहे हो how can a CEO get so involved in a club that he is willing to shield the players from criticism and from hard work. And Daniel Levy की वजह से आई थिंक द क्लब इज बीइंग हेल्ड बैक मेजरली. ये आर्सेनल के साथ भी हुआ था जब इवन ग्लेजिडिस था. ये एडवर्ड वुड के टाइम भी था जब वो मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड में थे. Daniel Levy is probably emblematic and is the symbol of the rot at Tottenham Hotspur because under his CEO-ship, Tottenham have not won anything. Yes, they've built a beautiful stadium. Yes, इस स्टेडियम पे कॉन्सर्ट्स होते हैं, गो कार्टिंग होती है, NFL गेम्स होती हैं, पता नहीं और क्या क्या होगा फ्यूचर में. So he has made the club a lot of money. But what is happening to that money? They're not getting the right players. Then the manager thinks they're not getting enough players. And then when it comes, ki chalo January mein maybe we can fix something. Leandro Trossard was available in January. Tottenham Hotspur bid 12 million for Leandro Trossard. The bid was laughed off. Arsenal ने 26 मिलियन दिए, नेगोशिएट किया थोड़ा बहुत, एड-ऑन्स वगैरह, 26 मिलियन दिए. That's it. Leandro Trossard is here at Arsenal. You can see the impact he has had. Can you imagine Leandro Trossard, how well he would have done at Tottenham? Maybe he wouldn't have, but at least he could have been a good reliever of Kane. Maybe he could play in the Son position as well. And Trossard बहुत skillful है. I would have hated to see him in Tottenham, but I'm glad he's at Arsenal. But Daniel Levy is very emblematic of the entire problems with Spurs because he is not ambitious enough, he's incompetent at other times, and then he's shielding the players from criticism and working hard. He just doesn't make the right footballing decisions for sure. टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर में अगर आप सोचो कि टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर कैसी टीम है, यू नो, अगर आप हर टीम की आप सोचो तो कुछ ना कुछ आप एडजेक्टिव्स यूज कर सकते हो. लिवरपूल, यू नो, मेंटालिटी मॉन्स्टर्स, हेवी मेटल फुटबॉल. मैन सिटी, पेप गार्डियोला's very intricate tiki taka system, whatever you want to call it. Manchester United, progressive technical football, counter attacks, high pressing, etc. Chelsea, you would say again, अभी पॉटर के अंदर नहीं दिख रही आइडेंटिटी, बट चेल्सी भी ऑल्सो यू वुड से अ वेरी हाई एनर्जी डोमिनेटिंग फुटबॉल, एक हाई कैलिबर प्लेयर्स. इन लोगों को साइन करते हो, दैट इज द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ चेल्सी. फॉर आर्सेनल यू वुड से टेक्निकल प्लेयर्स है, टेक्निकल फुटबॉल खेलते हैं, हमेशा अटैक करना है, फ्री फ्लोइंग फुटबॉल है, वट एवर. हर मैनेजर, हर क्लब में एक आइडेंटिटी सेट है. व्हाट इज द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ टॉटनहम अपार्ट फ्रॉम द फॉर्मेशन की 3 एट द बैक खेलते हैं? हाउ वुड यू डिस्क्राइब टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर टू समबडी हू डजंट वॉच फुटबॉल? क्या ये काउंटर अटैक खेलते हैं? क्या ये पोजेशन खेलते हैं? क्या ये लॉन्ग बॉल खेलते हैं? व्हाट इज इट जस्ट केन एंड इंशाल्लाह जैसे कहते हैं? व्हाट इज द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर? किसी को नहीं समझ आएगा बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव एन आइडेंटिटी. मैनेजर्स इतने चेंज हुए, प्लेयर्स कभी सेम रहते हैं, प्लेयर्स कभी बहुत जल्दी चेंज हो जाते हैं. सीईओ सेम रहता है, सीईओ सही प्लेयर्स पे पैसे नहीं डालने को तैयार है, पैसे लेकिन बना रहे हैं. टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर इज अ मेस. टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर पूरी प्रॉब्लम्स की खिचड़ी है. बट सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम बताओ क्या है? कल्चर की. Tottenham Hotspur haven't won anything in such a long time. They have forgotten what winning feels like. They've forgotten what it requires to win something. अगर आप देखो, maybe Carabao Cup finally था the last time they actually got somewhere. And that also, उससे पहले Mourinho को sack कर दी. Why would you even do that? Even if you hated the manager, just win something and sack him. What is it? Is it to save money? That's horrible. That's not a football club. That's not what a football club should do. I'm assuming there are some very legitimate reasons जिसकी वजह से मोरिनियो को एक कैराबाओ कप फाइनल के पहले sack कर दिया गया. But other than that, why? Who are the winners in this team? Lloris has won a World Cup. Højbjerg probably won with Bayern Munich. और कौन? Emerson नहीं. Or I don't remember any winners. Maybe a couple other players. बट नॉट मच. आप इस टीम में कितने भी, पेरिसिच में भी, या आप इस टीम में कितने भी विनर्स भेज दो, इस क्लब में मेजॉरिटी प्लेयर्स डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट winning and the struggle of winning. And that is where the core of the problem is. I think all the managers, from Pochettino onwards, Nuno I think was a mistake, but Mourinho and Conte especially, I think their entire plan was play the worst kind of football you can. I mean, not deliberately. चाहे worst football ही हो, चाहे आप कैसा भी football खेलो, but टॉटनम को कुछ जिता दो. Why? Not because it's personal legacy or something. एक बार प्लेयर्स को लगेगा कि वी कैन ब्रेक दिस, जो कहते हैं ना, हुडू of not winning anything. Once we overcome this problem that we've never won anything, we've always struggled in cup competition, we've always struggled in league, whether it's the Premier League to the Carabao Cup, whatever it is, wins one thing. ताकि एक बार प्लेयर्स को दिख गया कि अरे हम जीत सकते हैं, फिर वो उस आदत को नहीं छोड़ेंगे. Then they'll push themselves, then they'll do this, then they'll do that. I think from Conte to Mourinho, the reason a pragmatic approach was always preferred was because they wanted Tottenham to be as difficult to beat as possible, which would give them a higher chance of winning. And if you have a higher chance of winning, you have a higher chance of winning something, especially in one-off games or two-legged games. But Tottenham कभी इसको ढंग से नहीं कर पाए. एक बार अगर टॉटनम कुछ भी जीत जाती ना, आई थिंक टॉटनम would have actually started playing better football because players would have started believing that yes, we can win again and again and again. But nahi hua. The system didn't work out. Whatever Conte and Mourinho did, the football was horrible. The players start fighting with the managers, or the managers lose the dressing room. The players think they're too good when they're not really that good. The chairman does not help the club with bad signings and different priorities and shielding the players. So then what is the way forward for Tottenham Hotspur? I don't know, to be honest, guys. Right now they're saying Nagelsmann aega. So it's going back to a project manager again. Are you ready for it? Will Harry Kane want to be a part of another project? He's been part of 4 or 5 different projects here since he's been a part of the Poch project. He's been a part of the Nuno project, the Mourinho project, the Conte project, and every time he's been super happy with the manager. Every time he's been like, now I feel very relaxed. Now I feel at home. Now I feel we have something special with this team. And every time he's fallen short. Do you think at 30 plus years of age, Kane has the time or even the mentality to be another multi-year project? Because if you need a project manager, sure, you can save money on signings, you can buy high potential players, and then if they turn out really good, sell them and make money, and you have to be a little patient. But Spurs fans, are you going to be patient now? Because you've been patient, you've tried everything. You've tried a project manager from Pochettino, you've tried win now managers, now you're going back to the project. At least it's not Pochettino. Imagine if you go back to Pochettino, you've wasted the last 4 years. So what was the entire point of this? In these 4 years, you could have stuck with the project. You could have tried out new players. You could have bought high potential players, and there were so many high potential players that Tottenham could have gone for if they had a project manager. But नहीं गए because project नहीं था. इन 4 साल में टॉटनम की शक्ल बदल जाती if maybe they stuck with Pochettino. I understand. अब everyone is like Poch को वापस आना चाहिए, Poch को आना चाहिए, but everyone was Poch out at that point of time. नहीं यार, टॉटनम इज अ खिचड़ी यार. इट्स अ खिचड़ी ऑफ गड़बड़. कुछ नहीं पता टॉटनम का कि आगे क्या होगा. नेगल्समैन आएगा भी नहीं. No idea. I honestly think Nagelsmann will wait till the summer and see what jobs are available. I think Madrid की job available होगी. I won't be surprised if some other big clubs also have some vacancies where he might even try it. But Tottenham, man, it's a very strange club to follow. It's a very strange club to try to understand because you can't really pinpoint anything about it. You can pinpoint the best player they have. You can probably name the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, but apart from that, what is really there to Tottenham Hotspur? They don't have many trophies to talk about until, I mean, of course, very recently. They don't have any talismanic players apart from Harry Kane, who is pretty much just carrying the team on his shoulders. This is very difficult to decipher Tottenham Hotspur. वीडियो के एंड के आते आते मैं खुद और कंफ्यूज हो गया हूँ कि टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर में करना क्या चाहिए. बट प्रॉब्लम्स तो 4 है. प्लेयर्स आर नॉट रेडी टू स्ट्रगल एंड वर्क हार्ड टू विन. मैनेजर्स इतना मिशमैश है. कभी प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर आता है, कभी विन नाउ मैनेजर आता है. कुछ बहुत ही लिबरल होते हैं अपने सिस्टम्स के साथ, जैसे पॉच, एंड देन दे लूज द ड्रेसिंग रूम. एंड समटाइम्स कुछ मैनेजर होते हैं जैसे कॉन्टे, हु आर वेरी रिजिड विद देयर सिस्टम्स जस्ट बिकॉज दे वांट टॉटनहम टू विन समथिंग सो दैट दे कैन ब्रेक दिस विनलेस कर्स एंड देन प्रोग्रेस फॉरवर्ड. एक बार वो मेंटली अनब्लॉक हो जाता तो होता, बट वो रिजिड सिस्टम बैकफायर कर गया. CEO है ये आपका डैनियल लीवी, who is either not investing or making all the wrong decisions in terms of buying and selling. क्योंकि इतनी सारे, आप अगर आपको लगता है कि आप ट्रांसफर विंडो हर साल जीतते हो बट हर साल आपके प्लेयर्स फ्लॉप होते हैं, there's then there's something wrong with the recruitment policy, and who's head of it? Daniel Levy. And finally, it's the culture, guys. The culture of Tottenham is not conducive for performance, and I honestly don't know what will change it. मतलब अगर आपको हर टाइप का मैनेजर आपने ट्राई कर लिया एंड किसी के साथ भी काम नहीं कर रहा है, 4 years में 4 managers, that's Chelsea level numbers, worse than Chelsea I would say. तो फिर तो यार, you'll never establish a culture, because now there will be a new manager who will ask for time, but your best player doesn't really have too much time in his career. So will you sell him? Who do you sell him to? Will you even get the right money to for from the clubs you want to sell him to? Because if you don't want to sell in England, you're not going to get the money, and if you're going to sell in England, there's only one or two places that he can go, and then it's up to you to get the right money, and then how to invest that money. It's all a lot of variables. Yeah. What I think Tottenham Hotspur should do is stick with the manager, let him build for 2 years, 3 years, unabashedly let him build. The players he wants, get him. Have these high potential players. Tottenham has to be a project club. In fact, any club looking to rebuild, you cannot rebuild a win now team all the time. वो सिर्फ मैन सिटी या फिर रियल मैड्रिड या फिर कुछ ही कुछ क्लब्स कर सकते हैं, दैट हर सीजन एक विन नाउ टीम, एक प्रोजेक्ट के रूप में हम हमेशा जीतते रहो. बहुत कम क्लब्स कर सकते हैं ये. Tottenham Hotspur उनमें से नहीं है. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked the video, please like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like I said, I'm much better. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.